Hello, I'm gonna show you how I do it. So this is a new file from the zeros. So I'm gonna do the mesh. First, make sure I'm selecting the eye mesh. It doesn't have a mesh yet. It's the part itself. There's no deformer. I'll go click in auto. Heavy. Yeah, this should be good enough. Okay. And then, yeah, now it has the mesh, right? And then I use this tool here. It's called the form path edit, and I just click around 4 or 5 points. Four. I think 5 would be better, so I'm gonna redo it. And it curves automatically when you add another point, and you can drag it. Yeah, this looks good, right? And here in the tool inspector, you can change the size of this wall here, the circle, and the hardness, which is the middle one. So this is like a soft brush that defines how much each point is going to affect the mesh. So this is too big. Let's go with 100. And if you look at the points, you can, yeah, you can just click this tool here, the cursor, and see how it's changing to see if you like. I kind of like this. I think this is good. So if you didn't like it, you can just come back, click on the circle, click on the path deform tool, click on the circle, and then you can change the values. This looks good for me, so this is fine. And then you go in the eye open and click both points. So 1 should be the open one, so we're not going to edit it. 0 should be the closed one, so you can just drag. See, and the form's much better. It doesn't, yeah, see that this part here doesn't deform so well because there was already like the shape wasn't a perfect circle, right? It's kind of deformed here already, so it's not deforming very well. I might have to push some points. And actually what I do in panko is not like this. See, you have to be careful in the points where it's changing. See here, these points. Yeah, they're not changing a lot actually. It's still in the bottom. This is still in the bottom. But because the deformation is too big, it's getting thin here. So normally I would like go 0.5 at the point here and like force this one to be here and push the points. You can use this brush here. It's the brush selection tool. Then with B, you hold B and you click up and down. You don't click, you like you drag while holding B and it gets bigger. And here you have the wave, like how kind of the opacity of the brush. So I try to, this is too big. Try to get only some of this and drag. Make it like less ugly. But yeah, anyway, you can adjust stuff. It's not perfect. In Panko's case, I have eyelid close here. Asset. Where is it? I think it's not showing up for some reason. Yeah, because it's inside the folder and the folder is not showing up. So what I do is like In the middle of the way here, I also make this one be on top of this, and the opacity of them both kind of match, so this one transforms into this one. But yeah, use this tool. When you're making the eyes closing, you use this tool directly on the mesh. You don't use the form path, the scene. You use this thing to deform the eye when you are like moving the head left and right. But for the eye opening, because you want a great control of the mesh, you can change the mesh itself. Yeah. And then to make like the eye smile, you go on this one here, like just put 2 points, and this point here, it's going to be the same. This point here is going to be the same. So 1 is because you 0, you don't want it smiling, so it closes normally, and then in 1 you can change it to be like the happy closed eyes. Yay, you can change it to be like this. Normally you would want it like lower. So when it's, you also need to adjust this one here, right? So it makes more sense. So when you're, yeah, yeah, I guess this point, this point should be like more here, it should be in the middle of the way. Yeah, okay, this is the eye happy. So when this is 1, it's happy. When it's 0, it's closed. Yeah, and that's how we use it. Yeah. Normally it's better if you have like, instead of just a line in the middle, you have the mesh like this. You have the mesh around it and kind of like a circle inside. Because that way when you're adjusting the mesh, you can just like making they're both closer together. And it gets more knitted, more crisp. If you only have one line here in the middle and the ones in the corner, when you're changing it, it's going to be like this, right? It's going to be very transparent. So that's why it's good to have like kind of like a circle in the middle. Yeah, yeah, that's all. Then normally the eye white, if you could do it with the former, but I also do it with the path edit. Let me show how I normally do it. Heavy. This one can be little. And then I do it like this. I make a circle. So the eye open. Just put on here, and then here I just no, I forgot to change the size of the path. So I click here and I make it 100. 100 might be too little because I need to change the points in the middle too. Let's see. Yeah, maybe 120. Yeah. So yeah, I just drag them to make the eye close, and then just drag these points to be in the middle. Hey. Yeah, normally I would be a little bit more careful to make sure I'm dragging the points correctly. Ugh. And I think you can make it in a way that it doesn't like push these points outside of the mesh. But yeah, anyway. Then if you make this thing, what's the right click here, objective cursor, I white. The name is I white L. I copy, then I select the pupil, and I just put it the clipping ID. So now the pupil only shows up where the I white is. So see, yay, it's closing really badly, but yeah, you get the idea. And here I can also like adjust the thing. I need to first add the point right here. Add, edit. Then I can change. No, not the bottom part. Yeah. And then I can hide this one since I'm not using. Look how beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, that's the idea. Then you do it properly. Bye bye.